But those are your extraocular eye muscles, and like I said, you can see easily the inferior rectus, this lateral rectus right there, and the superior rectus, and then the medial rectus. All four of those come directly off this optic pedicle thing. I'm trying to pull on this, but I don't want to break it because that's your inferior oblique right here. Okay, so you ready for this? There's your inferior oblique right there. Your superior oblique may have been toast. I don't know. That might have come out with the eye.
Is the superior the loogie part?
Well,
or is that more orbital fat?
That's more of the fat. Quite a bit of it, huh? Put it all together, there's quite a bit there. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of it. Okay, so the inferior oblique came out okay, but their superior oblique is kind of like lost. That I can see. But you can see the four rectus muscles. See the four rectus muscles? Now, how would I tag that on a test? I don't know. But at least know that they're there. I'll see if I can do another shark. Okay, here's your adductor mandibulae right there, the big one right there. That's the big cheek muscle. And then coming up here underneath the eye, this is the eye. So this muscle right here is right underneath it. That goes along the front lip, the jaw. There's actually muscle tissue right there. You can kind of see it right there. That's the preorbitalis. Because it's in front of the eye. That's why it's called preorbitalis. There's part of it right there. See it right there? Let me separate it out a little bit. There we go. That's the preorbitalis right there. And it comes along here. That's the only one that's up there, okay? The only one you have to know up here is preorbitalis. Adductor mandibulae, and then somebody, does anybody have gloves on? Let me hold this and stabilize it for a minute. Let me see if I can get some of this off. Got good mandibular cartilage on this thing. Oops, sugar crunch. Check out that mandibular cartilage right there. Okay. Hold towards me. Not that much, not that much. Right about there. If you can hold it that way. Okay, so in between the mandibular cartilage, there's fibers that go across like this. The ones that are superficial, that's your intermandibularis. Okay, so you can kind of make it out a little bit. It's kind of chewed up here, but these are intermandibularis. And then back here, it stops about right here somewhere. Intermandibularis stops about right here somewhere. And then underneath, if you can do it, I don't know if I can do it, I'll try. On one side, you want to go deep and try to get the interhyoideus. It's like separating two pieces of paper from each other because they're parallel to each other, and they just one runs superficial, the other one runs deep, and usually scissors are probably too thick. They're probably going to cut both up. You know. Let's see if I can peel this back and see some underneath. enough for government work. Okay, so this is the intermandibularis. If you peel back underneath it, should be your interhyoideus. The interhyoideus is the one that's deep to the intermandibularis. Whoops. Roll towards me, right like that. Thank you. There we go. Now I got it. Okay.
Is there a tissue difference that like helps you see where they meet?
Just one's superficial, one's deep. But anyway, so that's intermandibular, and usually I try to get them nice and together like that, and then trim the edge off so it's straight, like that. Oh, get that little burr up there. Okay, so you can say that's intermandibular. So nobody has the red pin back there. Thank you. So if you come in on a test and it's like this, and you can see it's the top one, you'd say intermandibularis. But if the top one's pulled back and you're underneath it, you see this is cut back like that, and you're in there, that's interhyoid muscle. See that? Okay. And again, you can smooth it out, make it look better. You know, I can kind of fix it up. Preorbitalis is right there. See it right there? And if I wanted to try to get one of the eye muscles, like the inferior, let's see. Let me get the orientation. There's lateral, medial, inferior. Okay. So that wouldn't even be good enough for me. Anyway, that's about how the inferior rectus would be tagged. Okay, and then the medial rectus would be over here, and then the lateral rectus is here. Because when this one contracts, the eye's going to move laterally. This one is going to move medially. And there's your superior rectus right there. There's your inferior oblique right there. Oops, went too far. That's the inferior oblique. Okay. I ain't answering the phone with my sharp, greasy hands. Okay, then underneath the interhyoideus should be a corcomandibularis and a corcohyoideus. Or I keep putting the EUS at the end. Yours just says corcohyoid muscle, doesn't it? The older books, they use the Latinized terms. But anyway, so what you want to do here is once you get the intermandibularis over to the side, then you can cut through the interhyoideus. And cut it over to the side. And then you should have your corcomandibularis and your corcohyoid underneath. The corcomandibularis used to be two muscles, now it's just one muscle fused together in the midline. And that's it right there. It gets cut a lot of times. And then the corcohyoids are bigger and underneath. And so that's both the mandibulus and the hyoid right there. You can kind of see where they kind of like, I guess you could separate them out. Okay, so, oh, did I cut the corcomandibularis? I hope I didn't. Sorry about that. It's just the back is real sharp.
Yeah.
And it keeps rolling. It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. Okay. So. There's one muscle on top, that's this one right here. That's a corcomandibularis, or corcomandibular muscle, right there. And then underneath, and then underneath that, there's a line there that separates them. are the coracohyoids. So, no, let's see. I'll hold the force of the teeth. Okay, so there's your coracomandibular. There's one coracohyoid there, and there's the other coracohyoid there. But it's the one that's in the middle, between the two, that's on top. That's because this comes all the way up to the mandible. If I pull on it, pull the mandible, these stop right here at the hyoid. Okay, so that's why they're called coracohyoids. Try not to cut the interhyoid. That's this one right here. Okay, so let's review. Intermandibularis muscle or intermandibular, interhyoid, coracomandibular, coracohyoid. Okay. This used to be two muscles, but it kind of fused in the midline. And then back here are called the coracoarcules. That's these right here. Okay, so